Let's actually go to the first floor. It looks like it was just on par with that. And we have found the trashy tiara as a result. Is there any other kind of tiara? Let's see what it does. It can probably only be equipped on women. So let's see what we can do with it. We have the golden tiara, but the trashy tiara, a dirty old headdress, increases your defense against magic, but not as much as a helmet will. Not as much. I believe that this increases it by 2. So the trashy tiara only raises your magic defense by 1. So not necessarily all that useful, but there it is. All right, all the way back up, and then we will go into the hole here. I thought that the elevator was the way forward, but that's because I'm getting a Final Fantasy VII vibe right now. Let's see what we can find up here. Looks like some kind of stage. Interesting. Now we will head down here, and we will take on the enemies that we see. They are new after all. Entry number 1. Hola, soy Ariana. Tengo 7... What? I love to sing in the black rain. Nice to meet you. Entry number 2. I'm Richard. I'm 29. I'm here to protest beauty pageant sexism. My future goal is to fireball. Nice to meet you. I didn't go fast enough in Spanish. Entry number 3. Yo, I'm Amanda, and I'm 14 years old. My hobby is poison gas. Nice to meet you. Entry number 4. I'm Mobile. I'm 16, and I'm a Taurus. My proudest accomplishment is the black hole. Nice to meet you. All right, that's not going to be good for me. All right, these guys, as you might have seen, go rather quickly through everything that they're going through. We do have poison on everybody now. Black hole. And down goes Norris. Just like that. Just like that. All right, let's try to take on the tragedians, as these guys are called. They always attack in order 2, 3, 4, then 1. And you only get your turn after 2, 3, and 4 have attacked. You can drop trap elements to take them on. You have seen what they will use. So, try to go for it from time to time. These guys are not fun. I don't like trying to catch trap elements from these women, but you know, if you've got the black hole trap, go for it. All right, we took 1 down. Time for Janice to do her work. Let's see what we can do. All right, down goes 1. Let's go for Volcano. Just try to kill him. We can revive Norris once this is all done. Yeah, down they go. You can get elements from them, but this seems so much easier to me. 2,400 gold. Use that. We got to recover all, except for Norris. We're all back up to full, and we get a deluge. Deluge. There we go, whatever. We get the deluge from them. I know how to say words, I swear. And we're still poisoned. And Norris is at 1 HP, so let me take care of this. Let's take a look at the deluge element. I do know how to say it, I swear. Let's head down and find it so that we can equip it now that all the healing I need to do is all taken care of. There it is. Inundates enemies in icy cold floodwaters. Level 5, plus or minus 3, and it hits everybody. Let's put it as low as they'll let me put it. Instead of the Ice Lance. That sounds like a good spot for it. And we'll move on. Let's actually go back. Now that we have defeated one of the enemies, I can actively try to avoid all the rest. Let's head up here, up and around, where we can find a treasure chest. And inside this treasure chest, we can find another feather. Not necessarily the best loot around here so far, although there are quite difficult enemies. I'd rather not take any more on. I do apologize for not being able to read in Spanish quickly. It caught me by surprise. But if we head over here, we can find another treasure chest with a heal all. We've already seen a few of those. Let's avoid that fight. Not necessary. It's not like I get experience from it, although I do get a deluge, which can be quite nice. And a cure plus in there. Finally, some good stuff. And we can head on to stage where we can find a well, a tree, nothing doing in there. But over here we can find ourselves a prop sword. Now this is a sword that cannot be equipped, not like the Iron Lancer. But it is considered a key item. Let's see where it is. There it is. A sword stage prop found in the ruins of a theater. And surely that is all that it will ever be used for. That's why we took it, and it's a key item. Let's head out, though, for the time being, and just head out of here, out of the theater. Through the exit in the front that I hate it when anybody uses while the show's going, especially in a movie theater where it's real dark. Anyway, we can head along this very curvy path. It's nice of them to leave a straight path for us at some point. It's kind of weird that it jutted out like that. Figured it was worth a check. Huh. Another little girl. Little girl ghost. Looks vaguely familiar. We are inside a building. Yet what is this thing doing in here? This place is beyond me. Well, we saw a couple ghosts. All right, let's see if I can't go up here. I don't believe they... Oh, they do. But that leads to purple. I don't like purple. So we're gonna head over to the west and head up the ladder. And now I believe I want to head up this ladder. And that will allow me to head in to the door over here. And find a Mithra on the other side. I thought there was gonna be a break there, but there was not. All right, then we can head back down and head over to the east, where we can find another treasure chest. This one contains a seal all. Have we seen seal all before? It sounds new. Just in case we haven't. There, oh, we have. Temporarily stops everyone's elements. Useful in certain situations, but that's something that I might consider using actually pretty soon, but for the time being, we can head back to what appears to be an airplane engine or a fan of some kind. But apparently, Norris knows everything that's inside buildings in the future, and this is not one of them. We can head forward. Ooh. Those look even more familiar. These are the Acacia Dragoons who disappeared 3 years ago. What went on here? Hey! It's a little boy this time. Also looking very familiar. That first one may not have looked familiar at first, but I think you can start putting the pieces together. How you doing? They don't let me talk to the ghosts. I want to talk to the ghosts. All right, up the twisty stairs, and what do we have here? Aren't you a little young? Are you all right? What's wrong? You have been acting strangely ever since we entered the building. Is it that child again? There is no turning back now. We must keep going, Serge. Indeed. I'm kind of scared, but I think I can still move forward. I have to think about where exactly I can stop here, and that is always kind of an issue. Actually, Yeah, I did miss something. All right. Let's head up here. That's the trick. The yellow brick road will lead us to victory. All the way down here to a treasure chest with Diminish inside. Not necessarily my favorite, but it is something. Let's head back and head in through the portal. Portals are always good in games like this, especially after post-apocalyptic dungeons like that. Into the portal we go. A sunset? Have the clouds from the Dead Sea cleared up? It appears that the dimension itself is more unstable here than elsewhere. It is a time and space within a structure completely different from anywhere else. Luckily, the distortion to leave this place is still here. That is good news for us. Yeah, let's go ahead and drop a save, because as you might have noticed, I have been a little hesitant lately. There's a reason for that. I think I'm as prepared as I'm going to be. Let's head forward, see what more references we can find. Like this. This is an Enertron. You get a full night's sleep in a few seconds. Let's use it. I thought I had to actually go inside. No, we will use the Enertron. We will rest in, because we have not gotten enough references yet. If you haven't picked up on them, this is all Chrono Trigger. So I'm going to pretend that you guys know the story of Chrono Trigger from this point forward. HP restored, status abnormalities removed. Oh, everything is nice. I actually needed that. But you're still hungry. I'm always hungry. But we have found what we needed. Let's head to the right here. And I'm just going to go ahead and say their names now. Like I said, I'm going to assume that you know Chrono Trigger. That's Chrono on the left, Luca in the middle, and Marl. I always say Marl. Could be Marley, but I've always said Marl. On the right. She's the least iconic of the bunch, I would say. You know, it's hard to mistake Luca and Chrono, but Marl could just be a girl, you know? But here we can find a screwy dress on the right. I assume only Janice can wear that, so let's see. For familial use only, or for the closet crossdresser? Oh, now I want to check people. Is it radius? I bet it's radius. As you can see, it does increase her magic defense by 2, and it lowers her regular defense by 1. I actually think that I want this one. We'll just go ahead and put that on her. For the record, nobody else in my party can use it. Just in case you were wondering. All right, let's go ahead and put it on her.